Hotline. We're joined by Mark Brennan of FightOnState.com. Coaches taking different tacks this week, Mark. James Franklin seemingly relaxed, playing it like any other week. Pat Narduzzi, meanwhile, closing practice, making his players off limits to the media. What do you make of that?
Well, I'm not sure about Narduzzi. That kind of blew my mind when I saw his press conference, and you know, he was kind of trying to say two different things, that they're not taking things out of the ordinary, but yet they aren't going to let the kids talk to the media. From Franklin's perspective, I know exactly what he's doing. He's just trying to keep everything even keel. At his weekly press conference, after you guys talked to him, he was joking around. He was saying how he would be afraid to ever cut the media off, which he was clearly joking about. Talking to people, somebody asked him about an injury, he never talks about it. He came back with, listen, I'm going to talk to you for a minute, but I'm not going to say anything. So it was that kind of lighthearted, you know, the players are available, and I really think he's just trying to keep things on an even keel, not make anything too big. And I actually think it's a pretty solid strategy on his part. All
right, let's fast forward to Saturday afternoon when the result is in the book. How much does this game actually mean for both the short and long-term future, in your estimation, of both James Franklin and this year's Penn State football team?
I think for Penn State, the year that is going to be huge for Franklin is going to be next year. They're still a very young team. I know that sounds like I'm making excuses, but 66% of the roster are freshmen and sophomores. I think this is a bigger game for Pitt this year, because if they don't get Penn State this year, I think it's going to be tough to get them the next 3 years. So from Penn State's perspective, yeah, I mean, I think it would be good if they win this game, but I don't think anybody's looking at it as make or break. I think it'll be much more important for them to play well in the Big Ten.
Mark Brennan of FightOnState.com. Mark, appreciate the time.
Thanks, Rick.